Facts are, these ladies were left in a mess, completely in a mess. I wasn't really so sure that it was the mess that it actually is, but this is a mess. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I want to put my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Married to Medicine. This is season 7, episode 1. And when I say a mess, my girls were left in a complete mess. We open right up with Dr. Jackie and Dr. Heavenly doing a podcast. And again, it was done in, well, they were the two perfect ones to do something that's going to be just telling the truth. Because that's them. You know, Jackie's going to tell the truth. It's going to be brutally honest, and pretty classy in the delivery. Dr. Heavenly's just going to say it, and it's going to be honest, and it's just going to be brutal, just in general. And there was shade. There was some shade there, but it was what it was. The situations were what they were. They ain't made up nothing. These were things that all came out during the reunion and all that. So I don't know why everybody was all in their feelings. But this is more of the same. You got Mariah sitting around. She's upset. The whole thing because she feels like it's like rehashing. Well, guess what? Welcome to reality TV. Mariah's sitting over there. I don't know what that hairdo is. Girl, you're not 20. And this black hair with this pulled up ponytail. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that's all about. Did y'all notice that Mariah starts a scene off one way, and by the time they finish filming the scene, her hair is a mess? Did you notice that? All night tonight. And it happens a lot to her. I don't know what kind of hair you're buying, girl, but Miss Kim's Wig, Boots, and Auto Body Shop, they ain't been selling you the good stuff. Tell them to go in the back and get you some stuff. Go on in the back there in the back, and get you some stuff. But I was noticing this blonde hair, it was just as frizzy by the time each of those scenes, the party that night, each of those scenes, a frizzy mess. Frizzy. Frizzy mess. And I'm going to stretch out there, and I don't think that Mariah's cheap at all. Because, you know, she rags. She rags. I'll give the broad that. She rags. So I don't think that she be being cheap. I just think you be getting the bad stuff. I don't know who the girl. I don't know. It's a mess, but that frizzy look ain't cute. Maybe you should just go with some darker hair or something if you can't do no better. I don't know. Just a mess. But I don't like that ponytail on Mariah. It looked like you trying too hard. Looked like you trying to do something and it ain't coming together, and it's just making you look hard instead of making you look young. Anyway, but so we got Mariah. She's upset with Jackie about the allegation where Quad actually said that she was messing with some drugs. Um, Cecil is pissed off with Heavenly, which means naturally Simone's a little pissed off with Heavenly because they done had a Twitter battle. I done told y'all about that stuff that goes on in real time. I don't even get into it. I focus in on what's going on the show. I don't focus on anything going on in real time. Not my job. My job is to review the show, not what's going on in their life in real time. So I don't follow them. I don't follow any of these people on their Twitter accounts and carry on and try to figure out what they got going on in real time. I focus in on what's being shown on the show, period. But the two of them undoubtedly was having a Twitter battle, baby. And you know how Heavenly is. Heavenly means to win. And baby, she read Cecil for filth on that damn Twitter, honey, gave him that he was twerking and twacking, honey, and not working. I said, and you know, she got that's information that she basically got from Simone. So Simone was offended, she's pissed. And then Simone is still upset with Quad. Simone and Quad likewise, they're just literally not even on speaking terms. I'm like, what in the hell? I said, okay, so they just ain't speaking at all. So real interesting. A mess. We see a little scene where Heavenly then took Quad down to the Herbal vagina. It's a herbal vaginal rejuvenation process. I said, Lord have mercy. Now I don't know. I don't know because I ain't never had no vagina. Okay, but I know that you all's vagina there's an opening. So I think I'd be very, very protective of my opening. Well, I mean, I have an opening as well. I don't have a vagina, but everything on me that opens, everything on me that opens, I protect at all costs. I don't know if I'd be so apt to go jump up and straddle a old bucket that looked like a slop jar with a whole bunch of hay and grass and stuff in there and herbs and spices, and they heating it up, and I'm just gonna go straddle it and let it up into my hoo-ha, honey. I don't know about that process, y'all. But when she was explaining and saying that when men go up in you, honey, they leave an imprint, I said, now I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. And I'm following that thing about men going up in you and leaving an imprint. Um, Funny thing, I'm getting ready to take it low. Terry, take it low. From what they said about Dr. Gregory, honey, he didn't leave much of an imprint on Quad, honey. So it should have been one swipe through, honey. She should have been able to swipe through with a baby wipe and get rid of his imprint. But that's shady, Mr. Colwell. Very shady, Mr. Colwell, but whatever. I couldn't pass that up. Anyway, so I just kind of listened to what she was saying. She says that it washed over. Again, I don't know about cocking my legs and allowing steam from a slop jar into my crevices. I just, I don't know. Makes me a little nervous. A little nervous. But anyway, moving on. Quad trusted the process. She went over there and listen, she looked fabulous when she came to that little event with that white gown. I said, come on through, Queen. Anyway, um, Jackie has actually ended up. You remember when we seen Jackie with the plot of land and they were talking about building the house and all that? Something that happened, and they ended up picking a different house, which was already theirs, big and huge. And they're talking about they're planning on redoing the house. I was like, oh, Jackie. Um, I've been never in a house that large, but I have redone a house before, and it's just a messy process. All the dust and tearing down and while you're inhabiting the place, it's a mess. And that's kind of something that I said that I never want to do again. So I would definitely be a fan of building from the ground up as opposed to refurbishing. I've been through that, and that's just a mess. But she know what she's doing, so I was like, "Go ahead, girl." And I think she got the money to do whatever she wanted to do. So go for it, Ma. Contessa has actually gone back to school. She's in Philadelphia. I think it's like 3 days out of the week. And her husband actually has the kids. And um, she's actually trying to get her credentials up to the point where she can actually kind of like seek the job of like Surgeon General. I'm like, okay, Mom, you go ahead, girl. That's impressive. But I can imagine that's gonna end up being something because their kids are young, and her husband being a doctor, and having to deal with them 3 babies by himself, I said, oh, I can imagine what this is going to look like, what their storyline is going to look like this season. Whew, okay. Toya and Eugene. Toya and Eugene are still doing things in Toya and Eugene fashion. They're behind the 8 ball instead of in front of the 8 ball. They have 60 days in which to get out of their house and get moved into their new house. Now, things are coming along. It looks very beautiful. It really is nice, big, like everything they want and everything they've been working toward. But that don't look like it's going to be done in those 60 days. I said, oh, y'all always got y'all's ass in a bind. I don't know how y'all do it, how y'all start off good, but you always end up behind the 8 ball as opposed to being in front of it. I don't know. Gonna be interesting. Simone is back in the house, so all of the family's back in the house. Cecil's working. He's doing some real estate and he's doing well. So I'm like, well, this is good. Hopefully she won't be screaming and yelling because everything seems cool at home, but she seems still bothered. I think that time, it's the complete opposite. Simone was having herself a good time living like she didn't have no family. And I don't think it's going to be so easy for Contessa. I think that she ain't cut from that same cloth. So it's not going to work out real well for her. But that was working real good for Simone here. And now Miles done completely messed up his first year of college. And now he ain't at Howard no more. They done brought his butt on back down to Georgia, got him in Georgia State. And she said he's doing well. They probably came down there and got that damn strap and that belt out, honey, and whooped his behind. But I looked at Miles and I said, look at Miles. And he gained a little weight and he looks a little more mature. And I said, Miles, you starting to look kind of cute. Like that's working for you. I think the little bit of weight actually worked for Miles. And he looks a little more mature as opposed to that real goofy kid look that he had. And I'm like, okay, so time is being kind to you. And yeah, I think it's going to be okay. I think everything's going to be all right. You go on, boy. He looking kind of cute over there. But yeah, he done screwed off one year. So I was like, okay, but they got him together, got him straightened out, got him together. So let's go on over here. Heavenly. Damon has actually opened a surgery center of his own, which is like really, really groovy. He like talked about the importance of having it and the importance of being able to help Black people with surgery and making sure things are done right. And also he talks about the leaving a legacy for your children and all that. So that was really, really interesting, really, really good. Things are going right for him and Heavenly. Um, Heavenly's looking better. She's trying some different things. I think she done switched stylists. As I was looking at her confessional wig, I said, you trying some different things. I don't know if I like that hair. It's very, very brassy. Very brassy, but it's neat and it's nice hair. Now, Mariah, I ain't never thought I'd be saying this. Take a look at Heavenly's hair. Take a look at the quality of Heavenly's hair in the confessional. This is what's because you got a sticker bush on your head. You giving me sticker ball head, bitch. So this the quality of Heavenly's hair is looking good this time. I said, okay, Miss Heavenly, and then she getting that little body together too. I said, come on, Heavenly, you living your best life, ain't you, girl? Yeah. It's a week ago. They had an event. Everybody's invited. It's after 5, which I love. Give me a reason to get dressed up. Heavenly looked nice in this back out silver dress. Real cute. Baby, Miss Contessa's dress, you didn't want no parts of it. Contessa was clean, 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 clean. Wasn't crazy about the hairstyle. I was like, girl, you're doing too much with that wig. That wig, the styling on that wig, wrong wig. Wrong wig for what it is you was trying to do. But this thing, the dress and the makeup, clean, clean, clean. Clean, clean, clean. By far, that damn quad was so clean with this fur and these stones and all of this white. I said, girl, stop it. I mean, it was so clean to the point she was actually really overdressed. And there were people there with gowns and stuff, but she was so done. She was so done. It was giving you starlet, honey. I said, you better do it, honey. But they had like the red carpet and stuff. I'm going to say this. I don't even know why Mariah even showed up because she was a bitter bitch. She's doing her regular. You're so miserable. She really is. I don't know what it is in Mariah's life that makes her happy, but you are so miserable. You are such a miserable soul. I mean, just never nothing nice to say. You're never happy to be anywhere. Why do you come? Why do you come? She's walking up burgundy carpet and that ashy looking building and this, that, that. I mean, just nasty. Just you ever been with a bitch that's just nasty and negative all the time? I have. It gets tiresome after a while. It's like, girl, you're never happy. I mean, you claim that you're happy with your husband and your kids and all, but girl, I don't never see you happy. Just miserable. Anyway, let's see. Toya, I don't know. Her outfit wasn't bad, but I didn't understand it. I didn't understand it. She's doing the braids. They were nice braids, but Toya generally jumps at the chance to get dressed up. But I think what actually went on with this event, she didn't have any respect for the event. And I think that's why she was dressed the way she was dressed. She just basically had on a pants outfit and went on. I think that it was more of a dig at what it was, and she didn't give a shit about it. So she wasn't going to waste the gown or whatever on it. Now, Mariah's gown, fitting like a glove. And she came in bad, and she always got a bad shoe, baby. And she got two shoes. She ain't in no cast this time. Now, I'm going to give her that. That red gown, everything. High slit mermaid tail on a train. I said, come on, Miss Mariah. And a bad old red shoe. Old nasty old red pump. I said, hair. I actually liked her hair, but I didn't like she was putting the Bangladeshi thing in there, and that's what it was looking like. It was too much. It was just slammed up on side of there, and I wasn't feeling that because it really was looking like she had been attacked by that alien monster. So I didn't like that. But the hair, the hairstyle was nice. But like I said again, at the end of the night, it was just bushy and it had I don't know something about that hair. I don't know. But whatever. The styling of everything was really cool. Take the medallion away, the medallion, that half skull cap medallion away, and some better hair. Some better hair, girl. But we're going to say neck down, girl, you had it going on. Lake. Miss Lake. Lake, Miss Lake, Miss Lake. Miss Lake done got some work done, I say. I kept looking at her. I almost didn't know who she was. Did anybody else notice it? Miss Lake's face was pulled back. So I said, girl, you are giving me Eartha Kitt pullback tease, honey. I said, girl, they pulled you up and pulled you back till you looking like somebody else. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So, girl, did you get your nose done too? Miss Lake got some work done. Sure did. Got some work done. She look good. I ain't mad with her. She look good. You was looking less like Shoot Lucy because Lake looked like Shoot Lucy. She was looking less like Shoot Lucy. She got pulled back just enough where it switched them looks up, honey. Because you know she used to look like Schnadley to me, honey. And she wasn't looking like Schnadley, baby. They got her pulled and snatched. I said, okay, Miss Lake. Pretty dress. It was all right. It looked better coming in than it did going out. You know, after she sat in it a while, it was not, it wasn't of the best quality. So after she had sat in it a while, it wasn't holding up. But she looked cool. I didn't understand why she was there. That's some more Mariah bullshit. Why are you bringing Lake to something that Claude's going to be at? Because you're being shady. That's why. You ain't been dragging Lake to the events. And she wanted to show off her new face, I'm sure, too. So I wasn't worried about her doing no fighting or trying to attack Claude because her face was pulled back so far, I knew she didn't want nobody to smack her at all or throw nothing at her or nothing. Because I know if she moved too fast, her face might rip, honey. I said, she ain't going to cause no trouble. Anyway, then we end up meeting this Dr. David and Buffy. And I can tell you already, I don't care for you, Buffy. You're a lot. You're a lot. She's Simone's friend. And she's very... Because the girls got to arguing at one point. She said, where have you brought me to? Bitch. Don't do that, Buffy. Your name is Buffy. And you look like your name would be Buffy. Go sit down. I wasn't caring for her all that much. Not at all. She was giving me very much this and not that, honey. I was like, Miss Buffy, get on out of here, girl. I ain't, she's not my kind of chick, honey. Her husband was cool. She the one wasn't cool. He was blending. She wasn't. Anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Shout out to my girl Juice, honey. Anyway, they're friends of Simone's. I can't even imagine how her and Simone got to be friends, but okay. Quad, you shady ass. Shady, shady heifer. You walked into that party and you did not speak and you meant it to be known that you weren't speaking. It was nasty. It was very nasty and it was very intentional. She gave Simone and went on past her. I said, that was nasty. That was very nasty, sis. You set the mood. You set the mood. And Simone just kind of followed through. I was like, And then Simone was bothered because she was expecting Quad. Even though she mad at her, she was expecting Quad to speak to her. Because you know how they do the fake greetings. And Quad was being all the way Memphis. And she was like, bitch, I ain't speaking to your punk ass. I ain't giving you nothing. I'm going to give you some of this right here, honey. And that's what she gave. It was nasty. The girls were literally separated. They were separated out. You had that old Buffy and Simone and Toya, and they were all together. And then you had the other girls. They were literally in two groups. I was like, oh wow, this is crazy looking. Lake was over there with him. I knew there was one more. Lake was over there with him. Interesting. So they all finally get together in one space. And Mariah immediately starts going at Jackie. And this was the funniest shit. The whole program. Jackie, girl, you get the award, baby. The category is the best shade of the night. Miss Jackie. Jackie. Baby, that motherfucking Mariah told Jackie, you know what, you showed your slip. I said, oh, Mariah, so you still watching my videos, huh, Mariah? Because you know that's girl, you know where you heard of that, honey. Because I always tear you up about your dirty slip showing. So you still are watching my videos. But I guess we can't bat on Twitter because I don't do that with you. I just ain't gonna do that with you. But girl, okay. Thumbs up. Hey sis. What's that? How you? Swipe left, girl. Anyway, she told her, you showed your slip, Jackie. And Jackie said, I had on pants during the podcast. Baby. I fell out. I said, Jackie gave her, bitch, don't try me, honey. Don't you try me, bitch. You're not that smart, honey. She said, I had on pants. Miss Jackie. Girl, and then she said, you know what I'm talking about, Jackie. You know what I'm talking about. You showed me yourself. You showed me that you really showed me yourself. So I know what to be looking out for. She said, oh, I showed you. Oh, well, thank you. I said, oh, Jackie gave her blonde tees, honey. Like she didn't know what she was talking about. Jackie knew exactly what she was talking about, and she knew that she was trying to pass some one-liners off on her, and she deflected them, honey, and gave her blonde bimbo tees, honey. I said, work, Jackie. She did, honey. Your slip is showing. But I had on pants. I couldn't have done it better myself. Bravo, Jackie. Bravo. Anyway, then next thing you know, Contessa and Toya start going at it, honey. And Mariah, honey. But it was more so Contessa and Toya. It was about them husbands, honey. And they got to trying to talk about her husband. She said, do not talk about my husband. Stop mentioning my husband. Well, your husband be getting in women's business. That's bitch shit. And she's like, I told your ass, don't be saying nothing about my husband. And then I was like, they kind of blamed Contessa. Why? Because Contessa got a little bit louder, and Contessa brought it right to Toya, and Toya tried to play it back. Usually she gets all rowdy. She gets all rowdy, but I have a little thing about that too, and I'm going to put that out here. There's a reason why I don't believe that Toya got rowdy. I believe Toya's pregnant. And I believe that's why she didn't get rowdy. I got this feeling that she's pregnant. Pregnant. And something's going on. And she wasn't drinking. We didn't see her like drinking like she does. I just got this bad feeling. And then I've seen some of the previews for coming up. Something's telling me Toya's pregnant and maybe the pregnancy didn't go so well or something's wrong. I just got a feeling. I just got a feeling, and I hope I'm wrong, but I got a feeling. I didn't see her, because they're always glorifying how much of a drunk bitch that she is, and they didn't do that. And she was very pulled back from the engaging with Contessa. But baby Contessa told her, listen, let me tell you something. Your husband, honey, is the complete picture of what a big old big ass bitch is your husband. So don't call my husband no bitch. I was like, hashtag facts. But damn, Contessa, she let Eugene have it. And it was true. It was true. Eugene stays in women's business. And he stays taking up for Toya. Y'all can't even argue that point. So I was like, And Mariah, shut up, because Aiden has been doing the most here lately too. So what are you talking about? Shut up. All three of y'all's husbands be doing too much as pertains to the garbage that y'all go through. Her husband ain't no different. Aiden got on my whole last nerve last season, and child, Eugene Grimace been carrying on ever since this been on the air. Ever since it's been on the air. So if you can have Grimace, Toya, and damn Mariah can have the Hamburglar, and they be in everybody's business, Why is it that Contessa can't have one of the Fry guys? Okay, y'all now go on and sit down. She cussed her ass out, told her about her good self. I said, all right. But all in all, Mariah, Toya, Lake, and Simone literally all came to the event with the shits. They came with the shits. And even Heavenly was like, why'd they even come? If they was coming to start some mess, why'd they even come? Because it's contracted. That's what they're supposed to be doing. But yeah, they didn't have nothing nice to say. They was just reading and being nasty. I mean, even approaching the building, they were being nasty. So they came with the shits. Very interesting, but it was a good first episode. Y'all know how it goes down with the Married to Madison girls, honey. It's off and it's on. All right, catch y'all next week. Later.